All right. All right. So, we are indeed back with Sibling Showcase number 1. Which means Brandon here is continuing his playthrough of the game.
Gonna beat it tonight.
Episode number
Whoa.
546, Sibling Showcase number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, part number 4. How do you feel about this right now, Brandon? Also, stand still for a second. We're somewhere safe. I gotta do something real quick. Which means you're gonna lose control for a second. Okay, there you go. It's all yours.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, Zane?
What do you mean by how am I feeling? Like,
You excited to play?
yeah.
I don't remember what ended up killing you last
It
time.
wasn't that I ended up dying. I had a thing with Amber.
I don't remember. I don't remember how the last one ended. This is my favorite Sonic title. It is probably mine as well.
I had to, oh, I can hear myself.
Isn't that unfortunate?
But anyways, I had to, can I just, does that work? Yeah, okay. I had to go to, I had plans with Amber for a Mexican restaurant.
Oh. Shit, I don't remember.
I do.
That was what, like 2 weeks ago? 3
No.
weeks ago? It's been a while. Been a while since we played this. Fireworks for Sonic 3, dude. So, Zaint, how are you doing tonight, my friend? Right in the lava. Lost your last ring, Brandon.
Single platforms. My weakness.
He takes one for the team, though.
Maybe we'll just start with Darksiders since you got 3 games to play.
If you're gonna have me start with a game like that, dude, you're gonna start with Star Fox. We're gonna take turns every week.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna do, because my next game was Star Fox.
Dude, you're making a comic too? I'm currently writing what I would consider the rough draft for a webcomic that I'm going to eventually start translating to digital art. I have a physical, like, rough draft that I'm working with.
Trust me, you don't want to see the original.
Brandon has been reading my rough draft. I think it's been going well.
It's better than the original.
Why do you stop there every time?
I see a giant ledge of lava, Matthew. It's base instinct just to stop.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm a creative guy. I like to do lots of creative stuff.
You wrote the original when you were like, what, 15?
We gotta fix your camera, Brandon. You're like in the bottom left corner of your camera.
Well, I move around a lot.
Well, you gotta fix that shit. That looks awful. That's better-ish.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Look less you. I don't know how else to describe it. Likewise, bro. Hope that goes well. Yeah, it's a labor of love, you know.
What am I, hiccup
As
now?
most of my creative projects are. This YouTube channel included. You know, all these things that I do because I enjoy doing them.
Okay, we know there's a bad guy now. Hello. I assume we're here safe. Oh.
Oh, Brandon, it puts you in the hot seat there for a second, doesn't it? There really isn't a creative space don't think I've really dabbled in.
I was dead either way.
I don't know, Brandon, can you think of any?
Creative space you haven't dabbled in?
Yeah.
What do you mean by creative space? Let me ask that.
Like, I've done music, I've done video games, I've done filmmaking, I've done
'Cause you haven't-
animation, I've done...
You've done video games, but you really haven't created a novel.
I mean,
And
I did at one point write a novel. I mean, who hasn't, you know?
I mean, I did for school, but I've not officially like tried to sit down and write like a full novel. So, me.
I don't know if I would enjoy the process of writing a novel anymore. I'm too critical. Like when you're a kid, it doesn't really matter, you know? But...
If I could find... I really wish I would have saved the novel I had for school. I liked it a lot.
You do that every time.
I forget it comes out this way. At least I stopped at a safe space.
I guess I've never really done poetry.
Poetry.
Pottery.
You've
That's
never
one
done
that...
modern art.
I mean, I've done art, though.
But modern art and art are two separate things.
Photography.
I've done photography.
That's a good... It's a lot of fun. I like photography.
I took a whole class on it. Do I remember like anything from that class? No. That was like freshman year. I was a good student.
I think out of all of those things, though, video game creation is by far my favorite.
There's like no way to tell where the rock is.
There really isn't. These games, Brandon, are full of beginner's traps.
Is that like a Knuckles thing?
What do you mean?
This just looks like you can break it. There's literally space.
No, you can come up, down through the bottom there.
Oh,
There's a different path you can take.
is it easier?
Music creation is also quite fun. I do it all the damn time.
Now that
In fact, the song that was playing at the beginning of this stream was a song that I just finished today, actually. For the soundtrack for the game that I'm making. Oh, dude, I've been doing music since I was like 10.
I like reading stories.
And what's crazy is I still have practically every piece of music I've ever made. And some of it is, well, not what I would consider music. Noise is a good descriptor for some of it. Some of the early stuff. I've gotten better.
I made music.
Did you?
Yeah. It was some of the required things to do for school since I was in band. We got a group. I had a group, and we each had to make like our own melodies that would synergize with each other, and make it a good song. It was something about a red panda, if I remember right.
See, what's interesting though is as much time as I've spent making music, I've got absolutely zero training at all.
Music theory is...
I wish I did have a little bit of knowledge in music theory. I'm sure it would help. Wow, you're really bad at that.
I'm bad at all.
You are fantastically bad at that.
Bad at all of them.
Like, holy crap, Brandon.
I think I'm better at that one than the one you like.
That's a good one to have for this stage.
There's a lot of fire.
There is a lot of fire, yes. That's an astute observation, Brandon. Don't do it. Oh, don't get smooshed.
You have such little faith.
You have 1 life left, Brandon. Cherish it.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near.
You also only need 10 rings, 9 rings to get an extra life. Try your best to not get hit.
You act like I try to get hit.
Just take your time. There's no need to rush. That's why I hate when people say that Sonic games are all about the speed, because they're really not.
Well, to be fair.
That's, a new,
Have I been here?
no, you have not.
Why is this spike
I
down?
don't know. You're safe from those. Gotta go fast is live if you don't know the level. That's what I'm saying, man. And that's why I think a lot of people don't like Sonic games, because they start out just like trying to just run through the whole game. And it's like, no, dude, that's the wrong way to do this. You have the right idea. Timing was just a little off there, Brandon. Alright, Dancing Sonic, get out of here. We're gonna replace Dancing Sonic with T-Rex Miyamoto. Lila is just having the best time of her life. Brandon, is left to go down, right to go up.
You can tell me that? That won't help me. I know that in my mind. But in the heat of the moment, I'll forget that.
Alright, boss fight. Can he remember how to do it? Well played. Well
I really
played.
wish there was rings here. Oh, there are. Cool.
You can hear? What can you hear? Uh-oh. Is something wrong with the audio? Please tell me there's something not wrong with the audio. I knew you'd figure it out eventually, Brandon. If, like, fucking 5-year-old Matthew can figure out how to beat this guy, I'm sure that you should be able to. I didn't want to say anything, but you were getting really low on time.
What? Why did that hurt me?
I don't know. That's funny, though. That's a good question. Why did that hurt you?
Game hates me. You're gonna go right there.
1754. Brandon, I'm sad. Raycon redesigned the everyday earbud. They no longer have buttons.
Oh, I've been dealing with that for like a year.
Oh, I hate... Like, the companies are like, yes, let's over-engineer earbuds They're like, everything needs to have touch controls. No. God, why? I hate the touch controls on earbuds so fucking much.
I mean, if I had a choice, I wouldn't have touched.
You would have touch controls over a button?
I would not.
It's just so much easier.
I kind of understand why, because touch doesn't, you know.
I think it's a waterproofing feature. It's like to make them more resistant to moisture.
And, like, the buttons don't wear down if there's no buttons.
But, oh god, it's so fucking irritating just to do simple shit.
But, 'cause they were water resistant with when they had the clicking thing. And everyone say waterproof because
like,
you throw them in the Pacific, they
the touch controls aren't an issue all the time. You know? Like, they're fine most of the time. But it's that, like, 3 or 4 times out of the 20 that you're using them that just really grind my gears. Where you're trying to do something simple like go to the next song or increase the volume on something. Or, my favorite, answer a phone call. That's the one that I fuck up with all the time. Dynamoto? Dynamoto?
because you said T-Rex Dynamoto.
I can't understand.
Instead of Miyamoto.
Oh, Dynamoto! Well, don't forget this guy. He's here too. He's always here. Watching.
Waiting for that next corny ass play.
Thanks for picking up the thread, Brandon. Can always count on you. So yeah, guys, this is going to be a pretty chill stream tonight.
Yep, it's just gonna be me easily beating Sonic.
It's going to be us laughing at Brandon getting game overs. Matt kind of slow today. Dude, it's late. I got work in the morning, and that's where my brain is at. It's at work tomorrow morning. So forgive me, Ethan, for being a little distracted.
He's got fun things to do.
I have people's ridiculous, unnecessary Amazon orders to deliver tomorrow. I swear, Brandon. I delivered one day a singular box of SOS pads. One box.
Sounds reasonable.
It was worth that extra 3 minutes of my day, I guess.
Well, for them, it was worth that extra delivery fee. By the way, I'm just not a patient person, so you asking me to play patiently.
I'm telling you, man, Sonic games are a deceptive creature.
I'm not even doing this based off of me knowing it's Sonic or the whole gotta go fast thing. I am just not a patient person.
No, what I'm saying though is that it's always has been they've always been portrayed as
gotta go fast.
Yeah, but that's not how you play them. Once you get to the point where you know the stages, yes, they are a blast to run through very fast. But you gotta get there. You gotta go slow first. You gotta take those baby steps before you can run. Like this game is muscle memory for me, for the most part.
Oh, same.
I see that, Brandon. I can definitely tell, because I wouldn't have gotten hit there.
I think you would have.
I definitely would not have. I haven't gotten hit by those spikes in like 20 years.
20 years must have been 20 minutes.
Kind of feels like it sometimes. That is one of the most satisfying noises in video games. Would you agree, Brandon?
I've heard better.
Can you hear the game?
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself?
No.
Good. I can hear you, so. Alright. Get that guy out of here. Let's bring the big burger in. How about that one? There we go. Oh, Brandon, don't get a game over. You're so close.
Am I? You do realize I still have to beat the boss without dying.
You do. And you're getting close to running out of time as well.
No, but I can't go fast.
It's a balancing act, Brandon.
Well, I'll tell you, with their cheap tricks to kill you.
There are many.
I can't wait for you to play Darksiders so I could show you the glitches I found while I was playing, because they're hilarious.
Do you want me to play Darksiders next?
Yes.
Okay.
Since the next one I'll be playing anyways is that, we could just start that off. This was kind of like the trial run anyways. Did I even go the same way?
Knuckles is a dick, dude.
This all seems awfully familiar.
Look at that mustache back there. You know, I never noticed that he was in there as a kid. I was a stupid kid.
That could have gotten me an extra life. Well, time to redo the entire level. I will say that is a downside I will be mentioning, because I assume I'm going to be reviewing this.
Yes.
I'm not going to give this as nice a score as you gave it. Mister, I've played this game for 30 years.
Pretty close. Probably about 28 years, yeah.
Why we gotta do single platforms?
We gotta get you stocked up with some extra lives, Brandon.
Nope. If I get game overs, I get game overs. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's learning from my mistakes.
I see.
Okay, those spikes are in a really stupid area and they pop out really fast.
Yeah, you're supposed to stand right there, Brandon. Duh.
So I don't want to hear
Don't you
that.
know nothing, Brandon? Do know no thing.
Hey, platformers are not my strong suit.
Or what?
They're not my strong suit. I've always said this.
What?
I'm just so good at the game.
I see that.
Hey, I didn't get hit by that last time. I got hit by the spiky ball, so that is a different thing. I think it's like right here.
Is he doing better? I guess. I guess this is better.
There you go. Is there another hole?
I see the things that I used to do as a kid, the exact same shit, being like, what the fuck, how do I get up there?
Time to die. Like this.
This one's actually pretty challenging too, so good luck.
Well, that is why I'll beat it. I thrive on challenge.
You're gonna beat it this time?
Always. Hey, I've beaten this before.
Oh, I see. He beat it.
See,
Fireworks for Brandon. 'Cause
I
he
have a
beat it.
I have an
Dude,
emerald.
Miyamoto is really impressed.
I have an emerald, so I have beaten them before, so fuck you.
Not that one you haven't.
No.
Each emerald is tied to one of those map layouts. That particular map layout is particularly difficult. I think it's the hardest of the standard ones, yes.
All the hyper emeralds.
Especially if you're going for all the perfect bonuses.
Well, luckily, I'm a master of the perfect bonus. As we saw, I can't get perfect bonuses even if I do perfect.
I fixed that today, by the way.
I'm glad you knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, I fixed several of the things you found.
Did you finally fix that water issue?
What our issue?
The one with the invisible wall not working and you could just go through the platform?
Oh yeah, I did.
Good, good.
You're talking about the one in the water stage.
Yeah, the water issue.
In case you guys are wondering what he's talking about, he was doing some bug testing for me. And he found a few things. Found some recurring things.
Had some critiques. Almost enough for that extra life. What will this one be?
Oh, big money for Brandon! Come on, guys!
I actually don't know if I want to do this one. I lose all my coins.
Hey, you gotta continue.
Yay. Honestly, worth it.
Yeah.
I didn't lose any coins. I gained some coins. I gotta continue.
Rings.
Coins.
If you want to keep calling them coins and look like a dumbass, that's entirely up to you. I was just trying to save you from looking like an idiot.
I think you pointing it out is the reason I would look like an idiot.
No, you look like... Brandon, go to your left. There's an extra life to your left.
I thought it was up here.
There's another one to your left. There's two right up here.
By the way, my favorite old-time platformer was Mega Man.
Mega
Actually,
Man?
Mega Man X. So, right to my left?
Go back to the elevator and just drop straight down. Carefully go to the left. There's a big spiky guy. You gotta jump over him. Carefully jump over him. Oh, it's not an extra life. It's a shield. I thought there was an extra life there. Oh well.
Mr. Muscle Memory, wasting my time.
I knew there was something there, obviously.
I saw the power-up. I thought it was somewhere else. So, don't I have to lose all my coins before I can get another one up?
No.
You thought I was gonna get hit there.
No.
Do I get another one at 200?
Yes. I think you can get one at 100 and one at 200. I don't think you get one at 300. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Yeah, mister. There's an extra life over there. How about you go risk your shield by jumping over a giant ball?
I'm just trying to help. You don't gotta be a dick.
I almost lost my shield.
What a butthole.
Hey, I'm doing well this run. That could have cost me everything.
What a butthole.
Gotta hit it from the wrong side.
It's the gambling one again. Yay! Bonus game! Oh my god, you got tails. And it gave you nothing. Poor Tails.
Got two-tailed fox. He just did a mess on the carpet. Can we have him escorted out and permanently enter the premises?
Great. Damn, you got Sonic. And an extra life!
Yep.
Time to leave! Brandon's the big winner. Big winner, Brandon. How does it feel?
Hollow. I've been through all that gambling nonsense before.
You're safe from the bullets, Brandon. They bounce off your shield. It's good shit. It's a very short loop, though, I've noticed.
What's a short loop?
This song. Like, I've never actually sat here and analyzed these songs from, like a writing perspective. I've just always enjoyed them.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun to look at things at a different angle and in a different light. Like, looking at this game critically from a game development standpoint, it's full of flaws.
Oh, I agree.
But it's still one of my favorite games of all time.
I don't know if I'd go that
This is the
far.
game that made me love gaming. This game captured my imagination and enamored me in a way that no other video game really did.
I can't remember what game it was from. Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember what game made me really love gaming?
Probably Mystery Dungeon.
That is probably one of my favorite games of all time.
That's one of the first games I really remember you sinking some serious time into.
I still think the story of that game is excellent.
I agree. It's quite good.
Like, when Tails goes to the beach, I guess not Tails, but Pikachu, I guess because I always had my partner's Pikachu, goes to the beach and starts crying over your death. That just doesn't happen in games anymore.
Good games, anyways.
Yeah. And then I all go feeling bad.
What's going on, CB? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing tonight, my friend? Here, some very, very interrupting fireworks for CB for joining the stream tonight. Thank you, sir. The fuck is going on with that thing's motor, bro?
I need some repair. No, they're just golds. I lost all my rings. That's offensive. I didn't get hit.
I also, by the way, increased the rewards
Yes.
you get for stars.
That was probably one of the biggest issues in my opinion.
So now, by the time you've completed the first stage, you should have enough money to buy one of the bullets and at least an upgrade or two. I agree. Hot take. Hot take. I'm sorry, but it's true. Sonic 3 is the superior game.
Out of
Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. I think the community at large thinks that Sonic 2 is the better game, but I fully disagree with that opinion. That is the incorrect opinion to have. Sonic 3 is just Sonic 2 but more. So it's better looking, bigger, giant level, like the levels are bigger and more open. I don't know.
yeah.
The secrets are numerous.
Maybe.
This game has lore. It introduces cutscenes. Knuckles is introduced in this game.
That would be one of my all-time favorite games.
What's that?
Mystery Dungeon.
Oh yeah, I would love to play through it again.
I would too. I might.
We could emulate it. I don't think it really used the touchscreen, did it?
No, I think the screen was just for,
Maps and shit.
maps and things.
You're really bad at this.
Yes.
Just thought I would make that observation, Brandon. You're really bad at that.
It's a hard one to make, after all. It was close whether or not I was good at that or not. If any of you guys have not played Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Darkness, or Sky, you're missing out.
If we did do a playthrough of one of those games, which one would you want to do?
Probably Sky, because it's like how you say Sonic 3 is to Sonic 2. It's just more content. It's the same game, just more content.
So it's like the Pokemon Emerald of the Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
From what I remember, I never played it. Brittany did. We only had one copy of it.
I remember it being a fantastic game.
I do too. It's kind of like one of the precursors to roguelikes in a way. The dungeons are always randomized. You lose items and stuff when you die. But it just... like, there was definitely progression.
If Sonic 2 didn't have so many tedious levels, aka Metropolis Zone, and a better special stage, I would have considered it better than Sonic 3. There's a lot that I like about Sonic 3 more than Sonic 2. Even down to, like, the graphical style.
Two knuckles is worth... a knuckle's worth a single coin. I only know this.
I like the music better. And I sang a lot because I love the music from Sonic 2. But I find myself listening to this soundtrack more than I listen to Sonic 2's soundtrack, so, you know, there's also that point. Hold A for matches? That's a thing? You can hold a button down and it does a thing? Okay, try it, Brandon.
Okay.
Get back in there and hold A.
Hold an A. I feel like I was lied to.
Hey, you came away with winnings, Brandon.
I did. I didn't fail once.
You definitely did a lot better this round than you did the last one.
I learned from my mistakes.
And what was your mistake?
Dying? I'm talking about like the way I died and stuff. I don't do it this time because I knew about it.
Oh, are you like
I'm an Elden Ring player.
No, what is that? What's that fucking guy from Amazo?
Amazo? The
No,
guy? That's definitely not Amazo. Amazo
No.
is the robot that like analyzes the Justice League and takes their powers.
Is it Doomsday? They can't die the same way twice?
Yes, that's Doomsday.
Yeah, it's Doomsday. So you're like Doomsday.
Oh. I don't like that jump.
We'll have to figure out what A actually correlates to on the Switch controller that he's using to play. That was really close, Brandon. You just about died.
Yeah, I don't like that jump. At least I got live.
You got it this time. I have faith in you. Just don't fall off, Brandon. That's all you gotta do.
Do I have enough time? By the way, why can't I hit this robot?
Because he's in the background, Brandon. I like how the fucking egg carrier... Not the egg carrier, the, Oh, the death egg
In the
goes
background?
goes from being this tiny thing in the background to being this gigantic monster dominating the entire background. Also, it looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
Single platform.
Yeah! You don't get time to breathe. It just goes.
Jesus Christ.
I think this is actually where you died.
Yeah, exactly where I died. Single platforms. Well, I tried to get the thing. I think I found my least favorite thing of this entire game. This is the worst. This is by far the worst thing. This goes down a whole level for me. It's going too fast for... So I had to come down here anyways. I can't roll. 0 out of fucking 10. I hate this. This entire thing is stupid.
Go to your left. Towards the top, there's a fire shield. That'll make your life much easier, I promise.
Am I supposed to just ride? Was I supposed to just ride it down the entire time?
No. If you would have died. You had to get the way all the way to the end. It makes no sense. Video game logic, Brandon.
Do I die by the fire?
No.
Awesome. So how
Just
am
avoid the spikies, and you're fine.
This is a really lame boss, too.
It's a gimmick fight.
Yeah, and do you know what I feel about gimmick fights?
Same thing that I feel about gimmick fights. This is my least favorite boss fight in the entire game, which sucks because I think the actual robot design is cool as shit. I think he looks so neat. So much so that I made one of the bosses in Jolt look a lot like this
Is
guy.
it the fire level boss?
Yeah.
I can see this. This boss fucking sucks.
You're getting low on time too, man.
I mean, I can't do anything to speed this up.
No, you can't.
How many times do you have to hit himself?
I think it's 10 times, actually. Oh, I just smashed
I'm
my
pretty sure he's hit
fingers.
himself more than 10 times. I've done this about 5 times now, and each time's about 3. That's 15.
And he's dead.
Jesus fucking Christ. Worst boss of the entire game, right there. Without a doubt. Worst section of the entire game.
Dude, he did it!
Yeah, it took me.
Good job,
like,
Brandon!
4 lives.
You lost so many lives there.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Single platforms fucking suck. And then, like, there's literally no reason for that to be that thing when you have to go down anyways. Like, I hit that invisible wall and I was falling down. I was like, well, this is just peachy.
This is, I think probably one of my favorite areas in the entire game. I think this looks so cool. Except, see how small it is in the background again? Like, what the fuck?
It could just be really far away.
But why?
I mean, if you look, it's spreading. Is that clouds?
No, it's sitting in the top of a volcano.
Yeah, it could just be really far away. I'll click buttons until something happens.
Just hold a single button down each time.
Not that one. It has to be a face button.
Yes. Whoa!
Well, I'm not gonna make it in the
Come on, Brandon. Get back in there. Come on, Brandon. No!
I knew I wasn't gonna make it back in.
Well played, Brandon. Well played. Alright, you ready for the big fight against Knuckles? Cheap shot!
Keep doing that, that's fun.
Good job, Brandon.
Was it supposed to be that easy? Oh, this is Eggman betraying Knuckles.
Yeah, dude, this is one of the coolest scenes in video game history. I love this scene right here. It traumatizes me as a child. Because I thought Knuckles died, and he was my favorite character.
Kids love attitude. See, you can't teach that. It looks like a dog.
His tongue is green too, and I don't know why. We'll see if it's still green. It might change because the palette changed. Nope, it's red now.
Am I supposed to go forwards? Am I supposed to stand here?
Thanks, Knuckles, you useless bitch. Welcome to the most annoying song in video game history, Brandon. I hate this song.
I knew I was dead.
How did you know you were dead?
Because I moved forwards and I didn't see anything. And I was like, oh, I was supposed to go left. Would have been good if there was an indication for that down here.
Brandon, you're asking too much.
I know I'm asking for some reasonable fucking things. How dare I? I saw these two, but by that time it was too late. I guess I'm going this way.
Going in circles.
My favorite thing. But now I know there's a...
I'll be honest, I didn't know that shield was there. I have never gone down there.
Haha! See, it's my natural gamer senses.
Is that what's keeping you from progressing through the stage too?
Yeah,
Your
I
natural gamer senses?
It wants me to make sure everything is found. Don't like this. God, I don't like this level.
Why not, Brandon?
It's not even the music.
Because the screen crunch is real?
It's hard to tell where anything fucking is. Especially since I have already died due to in clear.
I hate this song.
Okay, boss.
You can jump on the clouds. You totally can. Come on, Brandon. It's the first boss from Sonic 1. What are you doing?
How long it's been since I played that game? I have to fight Mecha Sonic. He controls the thing better than Eggman does. He has more precision because he's a robot.
You're such a moron.
Yeah.
Have you not figured out that those pieces fall yet, Brandon?
I have.
Ah, taking the path less traveled, are we?
I saw spiky objects the other way.
I've honestly never gone this way.
Why not? Mr. 3,000 hours in this game.
Yeah, you know, you fall into habits, you know?
I don't know if I can make it. Oh, there you go. Well, it's time for you to learn a new path. Now you can't make fun of me if I get hit by something because you didn't know it was there. Look at that fire shield.
Yeah, I had no idea that fire shield was there. Probably gonna get your ass killed, but, you know, it's cool that you found it.
It's definitely not gonna get me killed. It's gonna save me. Is this like a momentum thing? Do I jump or is it just... What the fuck was that? I saw a black shadow zooming by.
The fuck was that?
I don't like this boss.
You managed to grab that ring right as it disappeared. Good job, Brandon. That's 2 for 2.
This is a really annoying stage.
I told you. This is my least favorite stage in the whole game, and they keep bringing this piece of shit back.
It's not even the music. I don't mind the music. I can see why you wouldn't like it, but I've heard worse. Not in this game, but actually, no, I have heard worse in this game.
Really?
Yeah, the fucking Michael Jackson song.
Oh. It's funny because I know exactly which stage you're talking about.
Yeah, I complained about it the entire time. It legitimately gave me a headache. Am I going the right way? Or am I going backwards?
You're going backwards.
What the fuck?
You gotta keep trying to go up. Your goal is to ascend.
How am I supposed to get up from here?
Or you can bounce on those clouds, bro.
I don't like this stage.
Go to your left. Go to your left. No, go to your left.
And there I thought I was going the wrong way again. I have plenty life.
You had 1.
Exactly. That's why I said I had plenty life.
I'd have to watch you fumble through your way through this stage again if you died. And I was thinking, oh god, that sounds like torture.
Can I even make that jump without...
No, you cannot. You gotta get that to spawn. You gotta go back further.
Oh god, I hate this. I hate... What I don't like about older video games.
What's that?
All the inconvenience if you make a single bugging mistake.
You mean like Elden Ring?
Elden Ring... Okay, even Elden Ring doesn't do shit like that.
Brandon, whatever. Whatever, dude. It does stuff like that all the
Matthew,
time.
I don't get hit in an almost undodgeable location to fall down 40 feet.
At the very beginning of the game, Brandon, if you are not paying attention and you don't know that it's coming, when you ride your horse out into the lake, you get ran over by a fucking dragon and killed.
You know what? You're right about that. You know, all that does is a slight inconvenience to go grab your runes, but since it's the start of the game and you just got your horse, you probably don't have that many, you could just fucking ignore it.
Or, it's exactly what just happened here.
Because I did lose, literally, on a time limit. Am I going the wrong way now?
No, you're going the right way.
And a fucking thing that has a time limit, putting a thing down that is almost undodgeable without you knowing it's there, knocking you down like fucking getting over it.
Oh my goodness. That was your fault, Brandon.
I will say the state... I might be done with this game. Legitimately. Because I'm going to die on this boss now. Get a game over and have to do this all over again. If you can't tell, I'm not having fun. That might be shocking to you. But I am not having fun.
Hey, you had to continue.
I know I hadn't to continue.
So we're good. You don't have to start the whole level over. Ugh.
Am I going the wrong way? Thing looks the fucking same.
I actually don't know. I don't know where you're at. Yeah, you gotta go to the left now.
No fucking idea where I'm at. Everything looks the same. The directions, there's literally no fucking directions, but they expect you to go the right direction. The later I get into this game and the more bullshit they throw at me, the less I'm having fun. I was having a great time earlier in the game. Now, they literally respawn a fucking boss.
Don't forget the extra life to your left.
Fuck that extra life.
It's good for your health, Brandon.
Not good for my sanity. Matthew, remember when I was telling you about bullshit placement, enemy placements in your game? This is what I'm talking about. Shit like that. That is just bullshit in every regard. No flying dragon, because that's easily fucking avoidable. This is a required path where they have a fucking laser shooter.
I'm sorry.
Yes, these last levels are dropping the score by a fucking margin, I'll tell you that much.
I will be honest, this is my least favorite stage in the entire game. It always has been. I hate this level.
Like, I'm not having fun. Nothing about this has been great.
Just don't get killed by the guy that comes out of the building this time.
I probably will. Like, the other levels have had some bullshit with, like, what did you call it? Like,
beginner's traps.
Beginner's traps, but this one's fucking just non-stop beginner traps. That's all it is. There's no clear direction on where to fucking go. They're like, oh, we're just gonna put this here, there, here, over there, up there, down there, around there. And then you gotta fight like 13 fucking bosses that for some reason respawn.
I do like this boss fight, though. I think this is a really, really cool boss fight.
I like bosses like this. If this was the only boss, instead of the 15 others you had to do, plus the annoying-ass scaling of this place, this wouldn't be that bad. I like bosses where you're fighting basically like another you.
You can't jump on his spikes, Brandon. You gotta avoid his spikes.
I didn't jump on spikes. I jumped on top of his fucking head.
you gotta be closer to the front.
Am I going the wrong way? I don't fucking know.
You gotta be closer to the front half of him, Brandon.
Matthew's spikes are behind him, not on top of his fucking head.
They stick up, see? Yeah, see, they stick up.
Hold on, let me just not jump and just jump at him instead of on top of him. Let's ignore the whole fucking point of Sonic's jumping.
Yeah, see, you can't touch the back of his head.
Typically, I like boss fights like this. Like in Darksiders 2, my favorite boss is the first boss you fight. That's why I like the Mimic fight in Elden Ring so much.
I like big robot fights, dude. Nah, bro, the hitboxes are insane. Brandon, you have completed what I consider the worst stage in the whole game.
I would still rather do that again than the fucking single platform pointless lava scene. That was by far the dumbest thing this game has thrown at me, because it makes no fucking sense. Neither does this in a lot of ways, but at least this is still a clear level with almost no super big bullshit. That fucking lava single platform literally is, you go to the left so you can go down. Don't go down too early or you'll fucking die. Even though you have to go down at that fucking point where you start. I can run on the lasers, right?
Yes.
At this point, I don't know. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, no.
This level has a lot of really weird gimmicks, but it's not a horribly difficult stage.
I don't know about that. Stuff like that, again, is just an inconvenience.
Oh, where it bounces you back?
You don't need a spring there, so why is there a spring there? That's just bad game design.
That is a Sonic thing. That's always been like that.
I understand that. Doesn't mean I can't say it's a bad game design.
I would agree with it.
That is a bad game design?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you agree. I thought you were saying I agree that that's you know, proper. I agree with the game developers. No. That's just bad game design. That'd be like saying, you know, the really terrible, like, exploration aspect of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's just the new Pokemon. I can critique something even if it's like synonymous with old Sonic games. I hate the invisible air.
What do you mean the invisible air?
When is the air happening?
What are you talking about?
The air where I start floating.
What are you talking about, dude?
If you haven't experienced the floating, and I'm experiencing this weird-ass floating thing, then I don't even know what to say to you. I'm just gonna keep going. See?
Oh, the magnet things?
That's supposed to be a fucking magnet?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I've always thought they were. I thought they were always like some kind
Matthew,
of
this
magnet
is a
device.
magnet.
I don't understand this thing. I don't know what these are. Air vents, maybe? Maybe
This looks exactly like the fucking magnets.
Looks like you're being sucked through an air vent. I would guess.
The animation's exactly like the magnet.
Well, yeah, Brand's an old game. They had limited space, limited animations.
What the fuck was that? Did you not see me pushing an invisible item?
I saw an animation error. Yes.
It wasn't even just that. I couldn't move because I was pushing something.
Just don't push it, Brandon.
Oh yeah, because I knew exactly what I was pushing. Can I land? I can't land on those coils.
Jumping on it causes it to switch directions.
I'm just gonna let it.
I wouldn't do that. It's a bad idea. Like, this game's glitchy. Don't stay off. Yeah, I was gonna say no.
I saw the dying
Yeah.
abyss. I'm almost at 100 coins. I'm gonna say coins, not rings. I hate this one.
This is my favorite one. I'm so sad you suck in
Do
it.
you know what my favorite one is?
It's so easy. I don't understand why you think it's difficult.
My brain does not work.
Obviously, your brain doesn't fucking work, dude.
It does not work with the limited aspects of that thing.
Limited aspects.
I don't like how rotating works in that. I don't.
I've always thought it was intuitive.
It
I don't
does
know.
not feel intuitive to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I've hit all three now. I am just that good. There. Am I supposed to hit all three?
Yeah, good job, Brandon.
Is my goal to hit all three? Like, is that a thing I gotta do? Okay.
Brandon's like, I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I realistically don't. I'm just holding a button and hoping things work.
Hey, that guy shot you twice. How do you feel about that?
And if that's a magnet, what's repelling me? I'm not metal.
Maybe the rings that you have on you. I don't know, Brandon. Why does the lightning thing that he uses in Carnival Night Zone suck you in? It's video game logic. It doesn't have to make sense.
I'm just saying that is a horrible fucking thing. And it should be burned.
You're so pessimistic. Oh, this guy's gonna kick your ass.
Probably.
He's actually a fairly challenging boss. Yeah.
The ring zero might just screw. There we go. I assume I have to wait for him to expand it. No.
You gotta use Sonic's Insta Shield.
This? What the fuck's an insta shield? This?
Yeah, like press A. It makes your hitbox a little bit bigger, so you can hit him while staying outside the ring.
Doesn't seem to work. Because he increases the size of the ring. And then he explodes. I thought he was gonna slam that down. I was like, oh great.
Hey, you got some good damage in. Look at that.
Every time he does that, I think he's gonna slam down.
Yeah! Good job, Brandon. Brandon take a stock and immediately left for rings.
What?
I don't know.
Are you talking about? I mean, it was basically like an equal trade. I would hit him, but then he would hit me, and so yes, I would have to go collect rings. Those look like squirt bottles.
Remember what we were talking about the inverting gravity thing?
I'm supposed to do something here.
I can't remember what game we were talking about though.
Super Mario Maker.
Yeah.
I love how that was going the wrong way, so therefore it stopped me from progressing, therefore I died. That was a really cool mechanic. I love that. You know,
Did you?
I was shocked that this game's not praised more for innovative things like that. Because honestly, this doesn't affect me. I've said this before. I don't think the zero gravity really, like, I can play with zero, like, upside down. I can. Like,
I have no idea what you said half of that.
in my mind, like, upside down doesn't affect me. Like, it does to an extent, but it also, I mean, I can still play like I would. Yep, let's just play all that.
I don't know. I just think this game does it better than Mario Maker does.
Not really. It plays about the same.
Mario Maker makes left and right reversed as well, because it's literally just flipping the screen upside down. It's not actually inverting the gravity. That's what makes it sucky.
You have to remember the people who also do the upside down also just make it hard. Because people aren't knights, as is evident by the bullies of this game. This is a lot of fun. Being on a treadmill, being shot at with a bunch of spikes everywhere to limit your mobility. This game's gonna be very low due to this ending. I won't lie, this ending has just been utter filth. The more I play, the less I like this game. Because at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of fucking horseradish.
Some people like horseradish, Brandon.
I know.
I don't like
Exhibit
horseradish.
A is over there. Am I saying this is a bad game? By no extent of the word. Am I saying that I think games like this are definitely worse than a lot of other games I've played? Absolutely. Like, you were talking about how you don't like RPGs because of the talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that as my feeling of this. I don't like being like, oh, you should have known that was there. If you would have played this 20 times, you would have known that was there and you would have avoided it. And you might be like, well, that's Elden Ring. And to an extent, you're right. But at least with Elden Ring, I feel like when I make a mistake, it's my fault.
I like how you're like basically just arguing with yourself at this point. I'm just sitting here letting it happen.
I argue with myself.
I have no counter arguments. I agree. There are issues.
I argue with myself all the time because I like to try to view the other person's viewpoint.
But I can supply my own viewpoint.
If you're not going to, then I'm going to supply what I think
didn't
you're
even get a
arguing.
chance.
What's your viewpoint, mister?
That's your opinion?
Exactly.
Like, that's fine.
I'm going this way this time. It's gonna be easier.
It's actually not.
Because it's just a big circle.
Yep.
Right there. If you're gonna have multiple paths in other levels, make fucking multiple paths.
CB doesn't understand your hatred of Sonic 3 either.
Hold on. Okay, what does it say? You could have went left at the checkpoint before that boss to get all those rings. Okay, CB, that doesn't change my point.
I don't think that's in response to anything we've been talking about.
Jesus fucking Christ. There I go, pushing random fucking shit again. Again, that kind of... What's the word I'm thinking of? Validates my point. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. I'm past the point of fucking caring.
Do you want to just end it here, Brandon?
No. I'm gonna beat this because I don't want to play this again. I'm at that point. That I'm going
No, I mean like just end
No,
and as
no.
in
The whole
just finish
point of
it.
this is for us to beat the games.
Well, what
I
if-
will
what-
beat this game.
What if we get to a... So what happens in the scenario where somebody can't beat the game?
If it's to scenario that I rage quit, Matthew, you will know. I'm not subtle with my rage quitting.
Okay, Brandon. Whatever you say, bro.
Just because I'm angry doesn't mean I'm at the point where I'm going to rage quit.
Just a tip.
Yeah,
Careful.
I understand that. But again, that kind of does my point where in order to have any enjoyment in this, you need to play this in excessive amounts of time so you know all that.
Careful, CB. Brandon's all piss and vinegar tonight.
God, I hate this fucking game. I'm looking at Sonic in a new light. This is how I'm gonna lose all my stocks because the fucking goddamn treadmill's stupid.
I do not like the treadmills. I will give you that.
Do you remember what I said about turrets?
No, what about them?
I
Don't worry, I hate this level too.
like. You don't remember what I told you about turrets in your own game?
No.
I hate them. They're one of my least favorite things in any fucking video game. I hate.
Hey, at least you can
Turrets.
kill my turrets.
Like, I hate everything to do with turrets. The whole idea of turrets in a game like this, I hate them. And this game is like your game, just fucking filled with them all over the place in the most inconvenient spots with a fucking treadmill with spikes all around them. Because that's a fun idea. Let's do more of that.
I haven't done treadmill with spikes all over. That's
I'm
a good idea.
talking- I mean, if you do that, you might not have me beat your game. I won't lie. I already hate it in this. I don't need to do it again. I love treadmills that just fucking throw you everywhere.
I was trying to think how I normally get through that section. There's a way to cheese it.
Okay, that's the one I need to stand on. Without being shot at with 30 fucking million turrets. Like, how was I supposed to dodge that, Matthew? There was one above me, one below me, and one right at my fucking face. I'm not Neo. And then the loss of fucking progress, too. I understand that's an old game thing. There's a reason they fucking did away with it.
Hey, Allison! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
Like, I like old games, but I'm not a big fan of this one. There's just a lot of kind of what I think is negligent things. I think it doesn't deserve all the praise it gets at all. Also, hello there, Allison. I didn't say
There
hi.
he remembers.
I was in the middle of a rant.
You have to excuse Brandon. He's having a rough night.
I am not having fun, if that's what it means.
Sonic's giving him the business.
Sonic is a very predatory game.
That's a weird way to put it.
It preys on the newbies. I mean, so does games like Elden Ring, I will admit that. I mean, all you had to do was watch Amber's first few minutes into the game and you would see that. But this one I think is worse.
So, with the electric shield, Brandon, you can walk on those light bulbs. Just don't get hit by the lightning bolts.
Why does lightning bolts hurt you? What the hell is this bullshit?
Just jump over it, dude. Good lord.
I don't even know where the fuck I am. Am I going
It's,
Am I going backwards?
No, you're going the right way.
This feels like I'm going backwards.
You're doing a great job.
Well, there I was about to get bounced and sent all the way back down. I will say, early game I actually had a lot of fun. This later game where they just throw every single, like negative thing at you in a fucking heap, just throwing it at the kitchen sink until you give up. Not a good strategy.
You're so close to the end of the game, though, Brandon.
That's why I'm not giving up. Unlike your Elden Ring run, I don't give up at the end of a fucking game. I want to see the completion screen. That gives me no end of joy.
Why do you keep jumping on that guy? He's got spikes.
Matthew, how do you get from one edge to another? Explain this to
not by jumping on the guy with spikes.
Explain this to me. Do I teleport?
Personally, I
I
would have
guess-
probably
yeah,
rolled
let me-
in a ball and then spun and
me just
went across
fucking
the
teleport
gap.
real quick.
I don't know. I would have used my brain instead of jumping into a spike over and over again.
No,
Just
I'm gonna
a
jump into
suggestion.
that spike and you're not gonna fucking stop me. That spike's not my fucking issue. It's the last thing on my mind, is the fucking spike dude
Yeah,
that
clearly.
is a mild inconvenience at best.
Clearly was not on your mind as you jumped into it multiple times. I wish I could have wore the other headphones.
At least that gives me a bit of joy.
What,
Much
that
as
I'm,
I'm
that
suffering-
I'm uncomfortable?
As much
That's
as
not
I'm
nice.
suffering, you're physically suffering. That makes me happy.
That's not very nice, Brandon.
I might do something that makes me play better, but save that for later. See, like, everything looks the fucking same. I don't know where I'm at. I can never feel like I have any progression. Every time I get somewhere, it feels like it's all fucking luck because it goes up, down, left, right, down, fucking up, over, left, right, down. Everything looks the same, so it's hard to tell when I'm in a different fucking spot. Like, I was going the right way and the thing was going up, now it's going down, so...
So obviously you're making progression.
No, because I was making progression when I was going up too!
But it's not going up this time, so obviously you're going forward, right?
In my last life, Matthew, I was making progression while I was going up. That is what I am saying. It looks exactly the exact same layout on the turret and spikes, but it was progression and it was going up.
So now you're making progression, but it's going down. So what's the problem?
It's hard to tell where the fuck I'm at!
Just use your brain, dude.
Now I could just jump down here, right?
Yeah. Just don't get hit by something, and don't run off the edge into the hole again. You gotta get some extra lives or something.
what are the gold ones again? No.
The gold ones are the lightning shield.
We can do this dice going up. If I don't get another one up, whatever.
I think this is the most times you have hit the thing, though.
Yes, because I wasn't going for any of the bubbles. Because the one I wanted to go for was blocked front and back by the bounty bubbles. Okay, I gotta hit all of the things. This is a lot of fun. There we go, now it's gonna launch me over. Oh, I can go up here too. No, like, I don't even get mad at games with tedium, like pinball and stuff like that. Because there is always that chance of luck. That's why I didn't get mad at, what was it called? The one in Mario Sunshine, that pachinko machine. Because there's always...
Well, that and you hadn't been doing it for like an hour.
No, there's always just an element of luck, so I don't get mad at that kind of shit. But things like this, you bet your sweet ass I get angry at it. I was gonna say sweet bippy. I don't know why I changed it.
You bet your sweet bippy.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard that before.
I have no idea.
I mean, it might have been a reference to something. I don't know, man. I have legitimately, like, a lot of my referential things have fucking died out.
Get a shield, Brandon. That was not a shield, Brandon.
I didn't want a shield. This game's gonna screw me over. I'm just not gonna do anything. Is this the boss? Oh, I did fight this boss. I was like, did I fight this boss? I forgot I actually did make it.
Oh, you had it too, Brandon. You'd figured it out. You don't have to jump over that spike, by the way. Just thought I would let you know that. You can totally duck underneath it.
Okay.
2 lives to beat the next 2 bosses. I think I got... No, you have 2 bosses left.
Of the game?
Yes.
Yay.
After this guy.
Yeah, I assumed.
See, this guy's not hard.
Again. Once you know about all the cheesy crap, yes, he's not hard.
It's not cheesy crap, it's the way you're supposed to fight the boss, dude.
When I say cheesy crap, Matthew, it's not that it wasn't intentional that that's how you fight the boss. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh, whatever, Brandon. Whatever, you argumentative person, you. Hey, you beat it, though. I would give you a Miyamoto, but I think we'll give you a partial Miyamoto.
No, give me a low tier god. This is corny ass gameplay.
Yeah, I think instead we're just gonna. There we go.
I mean, sure, at this point I don't care. Oh, we're back here. I think that's my issue, especially with these later stages. It's just everything looks the fucking same. I don't remember how I died here. Okay.
Probably by doing something dumb.
Oh yeah, definitely my fault.
100% your fault.
Definitely my fault. I think I died due to gravity, if I remember right.
I actually think you got shot by a turret.
Maybe. I do hate turrets.
There are a lot of turrets on this stage, Brandon.
There's a lot of turrets every fucking where. That's the issue. Look at that. I don't understand why when people make turrets, they're like, oh, let's just put them fucking everywhere in this level. That'll make it really cool. It'll make it feel like a defended fortress. They took a step beyond and made it where your movement's fucking restricted while you're dealing with the turrets. So fucking cool.
I think this right here is where you died.
Probably. Again, this is fucking bullshit. Well, this doesn't look familiar, so probably.
Progress! Progress has been made! So, when you die again, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna save state.
I don't care at this point. I legitimately
So that we can
care.
at least get this finished tonight.
I think it's a seesaw kind of thing.
Go! Go! It falls! If it goes too far, it collapses!
Oh, you know, that'd be really nice to show you.
They do at the beginning of the stage, there's a couple of these.
Yeah, but you don't just stand on them.
You just didn't mess with them, like, at all.
No, they just look like weird-ass platforms.
Maybe you can get an extra life, huh? Big money! Big money, come on, big money! That is not big money,
Well, I
Brandon!
couldn't move, so I don't know what you wanted from me.
I wanted you to get big money.
Well, I need to move in order to do that, and I was not allowed to move.
That was the game's fault too,
No,
right?
that was mine. I will readily admit when it's my
I'm
fault.
just picking on you, dude.
Like, I will readily admit if I make a mistake, or what I think is a mistake. That one was. That one was 100% my mistake.
By the way, the little things you're going through now, the rings, or whatever the hell they are, that's my least favorite part of this whole stage.
Maybe
I
I'm
hate
sick?
them. No, they're just annoying and
Oh.
wasting my time kind of shit.
This entire game is just wasting my time. It doesn't matter. Again, when I get shot and knocked down 30 feet, that's
I'm really sad
wasting
you
my
feel
time.
that way, Brandon. This is one of my favorite games ever.
I don't think this is a bad game. But I will say I'm not happy with how the game structures its levels. I see where you got your inspiration for some of the shit you do in your game. I will say it like that. Some of the most negative things. Like, a lot of this game is a lot of positives. I like a lot of the bosses, except the gimmick fight boss.
See, this stuff right here, this is just like, okay,
It's
fucking
cool.
stop, please.
Again,
Please stop.
that stuff doesn't bother me. It's whatever. But I mean, my god, all I'm dealing with is fucking turrets.
That's not a turret.
No, I don't mind that enemy at all.
That guy's not a
I
turret.
don't mind this enemy at all. I think there are like a total of 3 to 4 enemies in this entire fucking thing, and one of them's a goddamn turret. I can just walk with this shit.
Just don't run off.
I'm not
And
gonna. There's no edge to run off. Look at that.
maybe you can get an extra life. I really, really want you to get an extra life.
Oh, I would.
I am going to save state at this checkpoint, though. So whatever happens after here, I'll save state there, and then we're just cutting out the busy work at this point. Okay.
Worth it.
There we go.
Okay. You won't have save states, but it's also more real-time combat this game is.
Why doesn't Eggman just make all of his robots out of that shit, dude?
Yeah, why doesn't he just have it on there? So I have to do it when he's shitting out enemies. Got ya. Can I kill these enemies at all? Oh, the fuck? Oh, so this just alters gravity for everyone. I see. Can I kill them from there?
Brandon, it's another gimmick fight.
I know, these are my favorite. I love these boss fights. I could just stand around and basically do fucking nothing on this one.
Well, there are other ways to attack it, but this is what I do too. At least the music is really good.
Ugh. That one exploded exactly when I needed it. Look at that.
Why do you keep doing that?
I didn't know there was a roof there, Matthew. That one was my fault. And look at that. The roof one wasn't. I didn't know that the roof had a hitbox. I've never jumped in it before.
I mean, it makes sense that it has a hitbox, though. It is a roof.
Logically, yes. Won't deny that.
This boss sucks. Big dick.
Well, that's nice. I will say, having these tiny spike projectiles is horrible on this level. I don't think you can argue me on that one.
Well, again, there are other things you can do.
I'm just saying that these spikes are hard to see.
I don't know if I've ever had that issue with them.
They don't really stand out on the background. How many times am I supposed to do this?
A lot.
Oh, this is fun.
I would have laughed my ass off if that would have killed you.
Am I done? For one more boss?
It's down to you and the guy. Last life. Can you do it, Brandon?
What am I supposed to do? Okay. I have no coins. I swear, I assume if I... Well, time to fight that boss again.
Oh my god. Oh.
Again.
Oh.
And you might be like, well, the whole thing was falling. They usually cut off your escape. So, no, that I would disagree.
Ooh. That was really funny.
The teleportation didn't take like 30 seconds.
I have faith in you, though.
I assume if I die on that boss, I have to redo this boss?
Yes.
Of course.
I think. Maybe not. Because there's a whole new title card and everything, isn't there?
No. There's a loading screen. It's not a title card.
I'm not sure, actually.
Well, hopefully we won't need to find out.
It's been a long time since I've died on that boss. It's just gonna be real.
It's hard to time this because... my fucking word. Okay. Can I keep going? Where does the thing end? The hell you...
Oh my god, you have like no time.
Nope. Because time is fucking stupid.
I love this song though.
Is that how you're supposed to beat him?
No.
Is this more or less efficient?
Way less efficient. Once you run out of time, I'll tell you what to do next time.
There's no guarantee I'm gonna run out of time.
Yes, there is.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just gonna die. Because how the fuck was I supposed to know that was gonna fall off?
When his hands stop moving, dude, position yourself between them, spin dash, and when he slams his hands down, just bounce between his fingers.
Wouldn't that hurt me? And they don't give me any coins for this either.
As long as you're not underneath his fingers, you're fine.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just, no, idiot. No. Between his hands, Brandon.
Like that?
Yeah. Just spin. Even if you're underneath his fingers, actually, I think you're fine. Yeah.
What's the point of this fucking phase? Is this just to waste your time?
I mean, I think it's actually probably a glitch. I don't think you're supposed to be able to. That's why that one boss exists in Lava Reef Zone, to kind of prepare you for this boss fight. And that boss, when he slams his hand down, you definitely get hurt.
I know, I died to it. Now that I know the stage falls over. Am I supposed to jump over to attack him or just survive?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to try to figure it out?
I'll keep running for a bit. See if he does anything that infers that. If not, then I will jump and try to hit that nose of his, because it's attacking. I assume that's what I have to hit. How am I supposed to avoid that?
You gotta jump when as soon as it like while it's firing. You want to bounce off the gem.
I have to perfectly time it.
Yeah.
So I have to know exactly how long it takes for that thing to fire.
Yeah. Come on, Brandon. That's very Elden Ring-like.
You're right. You know, the difference is I have healing items when I fight a boss.
But this boss is a whole lot easier.
No, I think
I
Godric
actually
is
think
easier than this
I actually
boss.
think this is one of the easiest final bosses in Sonic.
So just avoid him till he shoots the laser. And Elden Ring has AI that you can kind of convince.
No, Brandon, you don't avoid him till he shoots the laser. He shoots the laser when you hit him in the nose.
How about this? Save state when I beat that one boss.
You don't want to fight this guy again?
No, I don't.
You
This
don't like-
boss isn't fun.
This boss is a great time, Brandon. Look at that! Look at that face. He's a cute guy. You can spin dash these ones at the top to bounce them back down, and they can hit him that way too.
Why can't they hit him when they're falling down the normal way?
Because when you spin dash them, they flip over.
So staying at the top is just a smart thing to do.
Kinda. See, there is ways to speed that boss fight up.
Okay, save state right here. In case I don't beat it this time, I don't want to have to deal with
There
it
you go.
again. By the way, how the fuck is Eggman running faster than Sonic?
Eggman is fast as fuck, boy.
Somehow.
I gotta say though, I do love the sprite work of this boss.
Oh, I love the design.
It looks so fucking cool. Like, I remember the first time I got here as a kid, terrified me. Especially because you can't tell where he is or what you're looking at. I would assume he's in the left eyeball.
I just assumed he would be in the head. Controlling the entire thing. I don't understand.
Pretty much, you want to wait until you hear the sound stop. And then jump on it. So you can hear the game, right?
Yes.
He's got bags under his eyes, guys.
I got anger inside me.
I RB angerous now. You throwing rock at me.
Hey Matthew, it killed me.
That's because you weren't rolling anymore.
Oh, it's only from rolling. Oh wait, that is one of the things I don't like about this game, the rolling.
What's that? Another thing you don't like about this game?
The rolling. Feels weird.
It feels weird.
It does. Because you gotta be at a dead stop.
Okay.
I don't like it. I really wish they would give you some rings so you could make mistakes. That would be cool.
There, you got rings. You got 82 of them.
Yeah.
Make them last, Brandon.
On the run that's basically doomed to fail because I don't got any time because there's a time limit.
You have one left, Brandon. Make it count. You got them. You got each piggy, Brandon. Look at the joy on his face. He blows snot flames at you.
Must be taking lessons from Mario.
FYI, do not go for a second hit. It's not worth it.
I didn't mean to do that. Now, Matthew. I don't even fucking care at this point.
Yes, Brandon.
That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't even fucking move!
Wait, you were trying to say something. What were you trying to say?
Any good person in a game designing element would make it where after you killed the boss, you would fucking be fine, especially when there's fucking instant death in the boss.
Good job, Brandon. You got them all again. Do you see a guy with a big nose in that cloud in the background?
What cloud? The one with... no? I see an axe more than anything. Where do you see a guy with a big nose?
One of these days I'll draw it for you.
talking about beginner traps?
Yeah, this game's full of them. I know that.
That is probably the worst one. On the final boss, you do that shit.
There's a reason for that, though, Brandon.
No, there's not.
Yes, there
Matthew,
is.
the stage is still falling after he's fucking dead!
But he's not done. There's a third phase.
I don't fucking care if there's a 50th phase!
There's a third phase, Brandon.
I love wasting fucking time.
Hey! Yay! Brandon completed the game. He looks very happy to have done so.
Okay.
Hold on. We're not done.
Well, I was gonna give my review now.
Oh, we're not done yet, though.
I ain't playing anymore.
You have to play through Knuckles' story now.
Fuck no.
But Brandon, he has special stages and special boss fights.
Yeah, Matthew, and I'm not gonna make you 100% fucking Darksiders either.
I should hope not. Darksiders is a much bigger game.
And this game is just as big with the fucking memory you have to have in order to do shit.
So angry.
I am very mad.
Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. This should work. Yeah, this should work. Okay. There we go. All right, Brandon. Actually, give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, Brandon. There we go. We should be able to hear the game now. Okay. Take it away, Brandon.
So, I'm gonna start with the negatives and we'll end with the positives. I think that is a good way to do this.
Okay.
Negative number one, and the biggest complaint I have for this game, are the beginner traps. It is very much against new people. Every fucking level has something along the lines of, oh, spring here that bounces you backwards, which, funny for the first 20,000 times you do it. But once you do it for the 30th thousand, you're like, oh my gosh, why are you doing this? And then there's this shit like the whole fucking off-screen enemies that shoot at you and knock you down, random things that just pop up, and then you try to take the game slowly, then the game punishes you for being slow. Like, it's just all around just against people who haven't played the game and don't have Matthew's muscle memory for the game.
I have all the muscle memory.
I think that is the biggest thing. I think it really is personified in the, or exemplified in the latter half of the game. The first half of the game was not terrible with that kind of stuff, but latter half of the game, it was just all fucking beginner traps everywhere.
You got so salty for some parts of that, too.
Let's not forget to mention the worst part of the entire game, the most pointless part of the entire game, the fucking fire section. I don't understand. You'll never explain to me anything that makes fucking sense with, oh, you gotta jump to the right first before you can go down, but if you go down before you get to the right, well then, you're dead. It doesn't make sense, you're going down anyways.
There you go. There's your ending screen. You did it, Brandon.
Oh, yay.
So what do you give it? Out of 10.
I'm not done.
Well, give me that first. What Just
No.
come on.
That is an
I
ending
I want to
thing.
know. I want to know.
That is an ending thing. You're going to fucking wait.
Oh no! He's gonna make me sit here and wait and listen to him bitch and moan for
No.
7 years.
I am
go.
almost done with the negatives. Like legitimately, I think those are the two biggest negatives of the entire game right there. Now, the only other negative is a personal peeve of mine, which is the running down roll is pointless. I understand it can kill some enemies, but it's pointless, and it got me killed probably the most out of non-beginner traps. It was probably the thing that killed me the most.
What are you talking about?
When you're running and you click down and he does the little before he stops. I don't like that. It bothers me.
Oh, so
That's a personal thing. That's not like a
okay.
huge critique of the game, but that is a personal thing I didn't like about the game.
Sure.
Anyways, those are basically all the negatives I have for the game. I think they're big negatives. I think they do detract from the game quite a bit, but those are the only negatives. Music-wise, there's only one song I didn't like. I don't even remember what level it was in. It was in the fucking
Launch
like,
base zone.
I don't know. But the
You
Michael
got
Jackson
stuck there
one,
for a long time.
that legitimately made me have to stop playing because it gave me a huge headache. But music-wise, I liked all the music. I thought the boss music, I didn't think of the repetitiveness that Matthew was talking about with some of the bosses, because I still, to this day, sometimes just start humming Eggman's boss theme. It's one of the most iconic themes in video games for me. Level design, for the most part, wasn't terrible till the later half of the game. Like, I enjoyed the levels for the most part.
What particularly did you not like about the second half of the game's levels, Brandon?
They all felt exactly the same. I had no feeling of progression because you had to go forwards, backwards, upside down, left and right. It felt like I was going in circles the entire fucking time. Anyways. But for the most part, I liked the level designs. I thought they were fun. Art style was amazing. I love pixel art. It's one of my favorite types of art designs. Every time I see a pixel art game, I want to play it just because I love pixel art that much. I think most of the mechanics in the game are excellent and fun to do. I think most of the bosses were pretty fun and enjoyable. I might have complained about them when I was fighting them, but I like fighting bosses. It's one of my favorite things to do in a video game.
Now one boss whooped your ass, though.
What boss?
The eyeball guy.
That was
I
not the
knew
one.
he was going
That
to.
was not the one I died most to.
Which one did you die the most to?
It was the one with the I can't remember. It's the one with the like shoots the spiky ball and it like rolls backwards.
The ice one. You died the most to the ice level guy.
Was that the water one?
No, it's the one where he has the platform. He lowers it down and shoots the puffs of ice out.
Yeah, that fucking thing. I forgot I blocked that one out of my memory.
Yeah.
I do think some of the bosses are unfair, designed to be unfair, which is always stupid in my opinion. Why make a boss intentionally unfair? But to each their own on that one. If you like those bosses, all the more power. Again, music-wise, I loved the music. I loved the art style. Anything else I need to talk about? Gameplay-wise, I liked the game for the most part. I just have some major issues with the design of the game, which does lower. But like, I like, for instance, the thing we're seeing now where he's pushing the rock down and it starts floating. That's cool in my opinion. I like the enemy designs for the most part. There's only a few that I absolutely hated, like the turrets. I hate turrets. If you make a game and you put turrets in it, you will instantly draw ire from me. I just don't like turrets. I never have. But for the most part, that's all I can think about to talk about the game. Pretty simplistic game. I do feel like, especially early-wise, most of the deaths were my fault. Until you know, some of the bullshit with the fucking last 2 levels. But, like, I wasn't a big fan of the minigames. Matthew is, but I think my favorite one was the gambling one.
That's my least favorite one.
See?
You just don't know how to play that other one, dude. You suck at it.
I'm just not a big fan of the other one. I don't like how, like, the movement just doesn't feel right to me. It does to him, doesn't to me.
It does to anybody with a fucking brain, dude. It's not hard.
No, I hold left and it goes right. I hold right and it goes right.
It's because you're not doing it right. You got to point in the direction you want him to go, Brandon.
I do that, but when he's at a certain point, it just kind of fucking does what it wants. At least in my experience.
No, your experience is incorrect.
I can't process what it wants me to do there. I don't like it because of that.
Press the buttons in the correct sequence.
That is my least favorite one out of, I think, the 3 I played.
You can really cash in on that one.
Yes, once you have 5,000 hours like he does, you can really cash in.
I've been doing that since I was a small child, Brandon.
But anyways.
I didn't have 5,000 hours in the game when I was a small child, and I was kicking ass at Sonic 3.
But anyways, did not like most of the mini games. In order, it would be gambling, bouncing one, that one that we're talking about. I don't know what they're called.
The slot machine.
That's the bouncy one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are the only 3 in the game, so. I don't like how they did the special levels, personally. They feel really stiff.
I have never liked the blue spheres, Brandon.
I don't. I think it's just a meaning.
I joke all the time and I say, like, oh, I love the blue spheres. No, I've always hated the blue spheres.
Like, they're just not fun. Like, I actually, like, kind of, like, near the end, it was like, ugh. Because I want to do it to see if I get the Chaos Emerald, but it's one of those things I just didn't want to do. It feels stiff, it gets faster, so it gets harder the longer you take. It's like a fucking maze. You can't make a single wrong mistake. Like, it's just, not a big fan. However, for the most part, I had a lot of fun. Near the end there, I was not having fun. I will be 100% honest. Near the end there, I was not having fun. I was not anywhere near rage quitting. That was, I would say, about a third of my anger towards Beauty and the Beast. That is the closest I've been to an actual in-game rage quit. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the game. I think I've talked about everything, because I liked most of the level designs. I like the cool gimmicks they have in most of the levels. The fucking bobbing things were stupid, but that's just because there's no way to tell you how they work. Because I thought it was a momentum-based thing.
I somehow figured it out.
No, I mean, like, my mind, it's a momentum-based thing because it's bouncing, so if you bounce, you go up.
Yeah, I didn't have the internet as a kid either, so I don't know how I figured it out. I just did.
Matthew, you put hundreds of hours in this fucking game.
Brandon, when I was a kid playing this game, I didn't have hundreds of hours in it, you turd.
You sat there staring at the level until you figured it out.
Maybe.
Anyways, so I think that's all I have to say about the game. I didn't do the Knuckles and didn't do the Tails, so I have nothing to say on that.
Well, Tails' stages are exactly the same as Sonic's.
Do I think this is the most difficult game in the world? No. I think this game is relatively easy, but it's kind of like Elden Ring or Dark Souls in a way where you have to play it and learn how to beat it kind of thing instead of just picking up and playing it, because there's a lot of those beginner traps. Now, rating. 7 out of 10.
That's a funny way to say 10 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
That's a funny way to say 10 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
This is a 10 out of 10?
It lost 2 full points for the beginner traps since it was so
prevalent.
prevalent.
Brandon's final rating, 7 out of 10.
It lost. Now, I will be fair. When you play Darksiders, you might encounter a lot of glitches, which I feel like will diminish your score of the game. When he beats a Darksiders game. Darksiders 1, I did not find a lot of glitches. Darksiders 2, oh boy. One of the bosses, if you know the boss I'm talking about, one of the bosses is one of the glitchiest boss fights I've ever had.
Are you sure, Brandon? Are you sure that this is a 7 out of 10 game?
Yes. It loses 2 points because of how prevalent the beginner traps were.
Ah, 7 out of 10.
Literally every single level had a shit ton of them. And then it was another point for that one music that gave me an actual headache. It physically hurt me to listen to.
By the way, 7 out of 10 is also what I was going to give Monster Hunter Rise.
I was going to give it a 6. Now, do you want me to pull up statistics?
No, we don't need to go into it. We can talk about that at the beginning of the...
I was going to say, we should do that at the beginning of the Ultimate. That's what I was going to suggest.
Okay, guys, I gotta go to bed. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got work today.
I think this is exactly how long I said. Look at that.
So, peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you in the next episode tomorrow night for something. I don't know.
I thought you said it was going to be a morning stream. Like a day stream, not a night stream.
Not tomorrow. I have work tomorrow, Brandon.
Oh.
If I did a stream Tuesday, it would be a daytime stream, because...
Okay, well... I might ruin my
thing
with Amber, but
I work
fine.
Wednesday. I don't know. What are you talking about?
What? Do you work Tuesday?
No.
Okay, let's play Elden Ring tomorrow.
Elden Ring Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Elden Ring tomorrow.
Gotta make Amber happy that we're playing Elden Ring, so she can watch us die.
See you then.
Bye-bye.